See, next time you're feeling down, next time you're worried about how you're gonna make your next dinner or what to do about life, just take a breath and remember, you're not an Arsenal fan. What's going on, people? This is the fourth official. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you're new. As you can see, the fourth official locker room is going through a little bit of renovation, so I haven't been making any videos lately. But I just had to come in and talk about this weekend's football. So let's go. All right, so Manchester United played against Manchester City, and you'd think that that game was going to be the biggest game of the weekend, but it was dead, bro. It was boring. It was a sleep fest, brother. You know what that was? The game against Manchester City was equivalent to you going across country and a cross country trip with your family, and you just so happen to choose a vehicle that has your mother-in-law, your father-in-law, and your grandmother, bro. So the entire time you travel, 18 hours you're traveling across country, wherever you're going, you're just listening to Kirk Franklin, blood. Oh, just the thought, brother. Jeez. And then the other games that went on in the league, and not much to note, really. Liverpool drew, dropped points there. Tottenham did the same to lower teams too, so can't fight that. Chelsea lost, so drop some points there. Southampton won, Leicester won. So the thing about the Prem this season is wide open for everybody except Arsenal. Except Arsenal. Arsenal, blood. What is wrong with this? We've already talked about some of the things that's wrong with Arsenal. And one of those things is Mesut Ozil. And we talked about that in previous videos. Go ahead and look at it about why he's not playing. But today we're going to talk about a few more things that's really the reason why Arsenal is such a shitty team. They're right now as we speak, fighting relegation. There's been 8 games, and they've scored 2 goals in 8 games. Their number one striker, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, is getting paid £350,000 per week, blood. Per week, bro. Brick. Bro, man can't score in a whorehouse, blood. This man can't find the goal to save him mama life. What doesn't make sense is that people who watch football said, hey, why don't you bring Aubameyang into the middle, have him play a striker? But it's the same thing, bro. The same thing all over again. And then they decide to put Laka wherever I want to name, Lacazette, as a false 9. A false 9. A man who can't pass a ball to save him life. A false 9. Lacazette himself is false, blood. Laka can't score if it was arranged by his parents, blood. Betrothed FC, bro. It don't make sense. This man can't shoot. Shit. But it's Arsenal, bro. Arsenal fans, you deserve this, bro. Because you win a one game, win the FA Cup, or Community Shield or whatnot, and all of a sudden Arsenal is back. No one decided to take a step back and say, wait, what kind of improvements do we need as Arsenal FC? Because you do need improvements just like everybody else, but all of a sudden Arsenal is back. You beat Manchester United with a waste man penalty, and all of a sudden Arsenal is back. Look at you now. Man, they must suffer like that. Why? Because Arsenal fans have boots up the team for nothing, bro. You need to realize that your team is mediocre, bro. So you have Aubameyang, Lacazette. Things are going on at your club that you're not addressing, and then it's a mess up the club entirely. Man like Saliba, who was the most promising defender in France, playing with another dude right there as 2 centre-back pairing. Saliba comes over to Arsenal. Saliba is playing for the under-23s, while the dude that was playing with him in France, who was completely his understudy in France, is now playing at Leicester as first choice centre-back at Leicester. Arsenal, your club is dead. Your club is dead. Food. And you love to see it. I love to see it. And the next problem with Arsenal is their defensive coordinator. Yeah, Mikel Arteta. He's not a coach. He's not a football coach. The man's a defensive coordinator. Right now, I'm fair work for the Ravens, the Baltimore Ravens, right now. as a defensive coordinator, because that's all he can do. And I said this before, I'm going to say it again. Man City's defense depleted once Arteta left. Arsenal defense stepped up once Arteta got there, but they cannot score for shit. And we all know about their main creative player where he's at, Fortnite. So my point is, ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal, keep Arteta. Go ahead. He deserves to be there. Give them a chance. I'm not going to complain. Carry on. Love to see it. Thank you so much for watching, people. This has been a semi-weekend roundup. Looking forward to the games in the weekend. Drop a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. Manas.